Hi guys, right, here we are again. Right, I promised my Facebook followers that I would be doing this, and basically what I'm going to be doing is a Jane Iredale tutorial. It's a brand you might not know, but you will do, and you will love it after I've showed you what I've got. So a few basics that are going to do tons for you, okay? So we're going to start off. All I've done on my, nothing at all, except a little bit of mascara to start, and that's it, okay? Because I want to show you the impact of everything else, okay? So basically, products I'm using are Jane Iredale, and she is only available online, and you can, through myself, I can put you onto the right person if you want to do it that way too, but online you can do that, but it's good if you want to do it through me. I can do that quickly, no problem. And I can get things ordered for you through somebody I know who actually has given me these to try, and I was so impressed with them that I felt that I had to share this. So as you know from past videos, if you've watched them, I'm very passionate about things that are good. These are all cruelty free, all waterproof for 40 minutes. That means swimming, that means rain, storm, you name it, okay? Doesn't matter, 40 minutes, okay? Waterproof. So that's everything from skincare right the way up, all of the colour tones, okay? Lipsticks, everything. So basically what you're getting is everything that is not just cruelty free and the waterproof factor, but you're also getting things that will last and that will do more than dual purpose, because the quad I'm actually going to put on is this one. And if I show you that, you can see the fantastic shimmers in it. This is the test packaging. This is not the actual packaging you would get. It's a fantastic gold packaging, very plush. Okay, so this is called Moon Glow, okay? So, but the difference with these is that you never normally get this, is a quad is normally blusher, eyeshadows, maximum. They're really going to do more than that. They're going to do eyeshadows, blush, contour, and they're going to even be able to highlight, as we do with strobing, as we call it now, lip areas, if you require that too. So they're going to be able to do all of your facial things for you, as well as the fact, you know, you've done a bit of a base. So a bit of a base that I'm going to show you is another product of theirs. Okay, so this one is Dream Tint. What's different about this? Okay, still the same thing, same qualities that the other things have. Waterproof, up to 40 minutes, and you're going to get that, you know, definitely. And also that because it is actually moisturising so much, it actually plumps out the skin, and it is full of antioxidants. So any free radicals that we're affected by during the day with our skin that affects pollution, etc., this is going to combat all that. This is going to replenish, okay, all of that back in, and it's going to clear the skin, like a lovely detox for the skin basically, okay? And it's going to protect it because it's SPF 15, so that's also a plus. So basically you don't normally get all of that, and waterproof and everything, and for the prices these are, truly you'll want to know about them more. So this is what I'm going to be putting on, and it's literally just a tinted, you know, effect. It's not any kind of heavy coverage. They do many, many, many things that are going to give you all the different kinds of coverage that you want. All I want is a bit of colour and a light to medium coverage. That's it. Okay, so that's what this is going to be. And this is in my shade. So basically, this is your moisturiser and your base. If you haven't got exceptionally dry skin and it's just either T-zone, which you can treat, you know, this is going to act as your moisturiser and your base. So you're getting two of those purposes. That just never happens, very really, does it? It just doesn't happen. We know that. Separate things that we're having to buy all the time. So that's going to do all of it. Okay, so that's that, and then I'll go through the things with you as we go. Okay, as I've mentioned before, very important for me to actually do a vid that is actually going to appeal to everybody, from young girls and women right the way through, because I'm going to be 50 in less than 2 months. Okay, so it's really important to look after your skin. I've been a makeup artist for many, many years, too many that I'd like to actually admit to, but over 30, okay? And I've worked with models and fashion shoots, you name it. Okay, so I'm really frustrated by the fact that most vids are done by makeup artists who are actually, they're either not, or they're done by girls that are much younger, and it's not really representative of everybody, is it? So I want to show that these things are good for everybody, okay? So older than me, younger than me, all of us, okay? Right, so I'm going to start off with the Dream Tint, okay? That's going to do the moisturiser and it's going to do the tint for me as well. All right, so I'm going to be close up to this and I'm going to show you what I'm doing all the time. And also it has got a brightener in it, and that's something I omitted to mention. So there we go. So literally applying this. As I said, all I've got on my skin so far is literally a little bit of a lick of mascara, but that's all. You know, didn't want to put anything else on because I want to see just how this is going to feel on the skin, if it's going to plump the skin out, which I know I've already tried and it does, but I just want to prove that to you. It actually smooths out the skin, blends into my colouring, and as I say, they're all to match yours, so it's not necessarily going to be the same as mine. I'm quite a light olive base until I'm tanned. Okay, so that's given a lovely even finish, and you can see how lovely and brightened the skin tone looks. That's really, really nice, really good. And considering it's actually all natural produce as well, it's all natural, okay? So using all where science meets cosmetics together. And that's how they work and that's how they're designed. This is what is quite different from a lot of cosmetic brands. They're not testing on animals to do it either, which is also a big plus, okay? So that's so far. Base, moisturiser in one, done, okay? Okay guys, so I've let that absorb, just given it a couple of minutes to absorb, just so that we can actually get ready to do the eyeshadow, okay? So as you can see, lovely, brightening, evening, even helped cover all my dark circles that I'm normally having under my eyes. That's actually covered, even out skin tones here as well. I normally get quite obvious sort of ridges around there. Fantastic. Okay, so we know it's doing all those wonderful things, but it's actually giving us a fab, lovely finish. Brilliant. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the Moon Glow pod, right? Okay, of the quad. Okay, so literally, so you can see those colours. I'm going to start off with a gold wash here, right here. Okay, I'm just going to wash that across the eyelid first, and that's just going to be a base for all the rest, okay? And then I'm going to move on to the gold. There's like a very goldy bronze colour there. I'm going to take that into kind of the crease area and across through to the bottom of the eye line and underneath there as well, okay? And underneath here. So I'm going to take that all the way around there and then we'll move on, okay? So we're going to define with our sort of chocolate warm brown, okay, because it's a like nice pink tone to it, so it's a lovely different kind of chocolate colour, which I wish I could do justice to. And then we're going to finish off with a highlight, or strobe as we call it now, with our lovely ivory sort of finish, okay, for brows and things like that, okay? So I'm going to start off, as I said, with the gold, and it's a very, very true gold, this, okay? So but what Jane Iredale is about is literally enhancement. It can, you know, give you very dramatic finishes, but it's very much about being, you know, now isn't that pretty? That one not done. Gold wash across there, fab. Okay, so even out the other one. Okay, just across the lid for starters. Okay, and we want to just blend that away in there. Okay, okay, evened out. Okay, so now you can already see that because I have hazel eyes, it's literally made my eyes look deeper. It's made them look really, really chocolate brown, and that's what happens if you use a gold tone with hazel eyes, okay? A true gold or bronzes. That's what happens, okay? So the next one is going to be the bronze tone I'm going to use. I'm going to fill in with the gold tone into the corners and underneath afterwards, but I'm going to show you the gold tone next. Okay, so we want to take that really into the crease, okay? Really higher than the socket, and there's a reason for that, because I'm actually going to be using the chocolate colour too, the warm chocolate. Okay, so you're getting to use 4 shades. Okay, so we want to really get that high up before we start defining. Okay, so you say great. Okay, so that lovely bronze, okay, higher up than the socket, and bring it in. Okay, so it's going to give you more warmth, and it's going to give you much more interest to the shades of your eyes, but it's still something, you know, that is dramatic enough for day, and you can add on extra mascara, extra eyeliner for evening. Okay, and oomph up your lipstick. Okay, so that's lovely. It literally warms everything up, doesn't it? Fantastic. Okay, so this I'm actually going to put under the eye, just taking it sort of halfway across under the eye. Okay, because we want to get a little bit of definition going on there to follow around. Okay, now don't worry, it's that easy to do. Okay, make sure you literally don't worry about your hands not being as steady sometimes, because right brushes are going to do a lot of the help for you, and it's practice makes perfect, girls. Okay, I've been doing this for a very, very long time. Okay, so we're going to do that. Okay, so all of a sudden you can see that lovely bronze tone, the gold tones, and you've got the wash of those colours all blending together now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the gold tone into the corners before I start putting the darker defining colour in. Okay, I'm going to add the first colour, the gold wash, into literally the corner of the eye, and what this does is brighten the eye out. Okay, makes it look bigger because it is actually highlighting it, and take it just underneath the other side of the creased toe, yeah? So that when you turn, your eyes are elongated by the catching of the light. Okay, so literally just really into that corner and underneath the inner corner of the eye. Okay, so you get that pop there. You see how that one hasn't got it yet? And you see how that one has actually got that definition there, that brighter look. Okay, well that's what we want. It'll all make sense in a moment. Okay, so doing the same with this eye, levelling this up. We don't want it one-sided. Underneath, okay, literally like a triangle shape. Okay, inner eye, underneath inner eye in that shape. Okay, and that's going to give that nice brightness there. It actually gives you the extra, rather than just concealing darkness, it actually makes more illuminating of the area as well. So you're doing all of that. Okay, so we've done that, and what I'm going to do now is do the defining nice soft pinky chocolate colour. Okay, so what we want to do with that is we want to change our brushes, obviously, and we want to use a nice contouring, getting right in our socket line, a little bit above, but not as high as the actual bronze tone. Okay, so the chocolate colour, okay, there in the quad here, that's going on next to finish. Okay, so this is coming over. Okay, see how lovely and soft these all blend together, it's fantastic. Okay, so it's an external triangle you're going for here. Now because I'm older, my eyelids actually droop down the skin a little bit more, so I'm compensating by taking it a little bit higher than everybody needs to, so that you don't get it disappearing into just the socket line and then don't see it when you open your eye. Okay, so make sure that you come out, extend the eye length. Okay, extend the eye length. Still want to see that nice bronze tone on the top. Okay, and you want to build this to your own satisfaction, to see when you are happy that you've actually got the effect you want. And also, again, take it a little bit under the eye. We're not going over the bronze completely, we're literally getting the two combined. Okay, we want a nice, soft, blended finish. Okay, not using dramatic evening colours here. As I said, you can over dramatise it by actually mixing the colours more, but this is something that, because you can use it for your blush and your eye, it's giving you everything. It's giving you the definition, and it's also giving you something you can contour with, which normally we don't with a shimmer, but because it's so nice and blendable, we're going to do that. Okay, let's, above the socket line, it's touching into the socket line still, but it's literally sweeping above it, but not into that bronze tone. Okay, so a little bit over the end of the lid there as well. Sort of, again, it's the external triangle sort of shape, bringing it inside the socket. Okay, and then, as I said, a little bit under, but only on the outer corner of the eye, because we've already done a bronze. We don't want to overdo that, because if you want to add an eye pencil or a liquid eyeliner, then you want to be able to do that and still see your shadows. Okay, so nice, beautiful, soft colours that have blended so beautifully together. Okay, now the last one is the champagne kind of colour here, this kind of ivory champagne colour, the highlighter. So what you're doing there is we're going to put it brow bone, okay, so that we actually finish off with literally highlighting, strobing to finish that area. Just proving that you can actually use all of this for just, you know, the whole thing. Okay. And I will be showing you that on the blush as well, because it's going to do both today. Now then, make sure under your brow bone always use your lightest tone there. Okay. Because that is going to what is catching the light. And literally, we don't want shine as we're getting older as well. That's just for the ladies who are all, you know, plus 30, shall we say. We want something that's actually giving us shimmer, but not shine. Shine looks as if you're sweaty, you're a bit greasy. We don't want that, okay? Right, so there you go. That's how easy that is, okay? That's the eyeshadows done. Haven't done any eyeliner yet, but I'm just going to finish off with eyeliner, okay? And then I'll be doing the same quad for your blusher, contour down a bit, okay? But that easy, really. Right, so the last thing we're going to do is our smudger brush, and we're literally, I mean, there isn't really any to blend because it's so easy to do, and we're just going to make sure everything is nice and softly finished. But that's with your smudger brush, just blend away, okay? Just to give everything nice, soft, contouring finish, okay? That was it. That's how easy that is. I took it very slowly for you so you could watch every little tiny step, but it would be literally 5 minutes. Okay, so next thing is I'm just going to do an eyeliner, you know, whatever you prefer. Sometimes, you know, if you prefer a liquid one, or sometimes, you know, you might prefer a pencil, whatever you prefer. But I'm going to start higher than my line, my lash line, if you see, okay? And again, this goes right next to the lashes, okay? Again, so this happens to be another one that I'm very, very keen on, because it's a stay all day one, okay? So stay all day one by Stila. So we can build that, because it's evening now, so I'm going to make it really more dramatic, okay? But take it right down into the corner of the eye, yeah, and I want it to be much more cat like. Okay, so we're really extending here, see what I mean? So all those shades, that extra drama. Okay, so same on this side, is always go in literally an upward motion from the edge of the outside of your eye, and we want to bring in, keep by the lash line once you come into the eyelid area, by the lash line, and then build from there. Okay, so take it right in on this look, right into the corner there, and literally build across. I'm going to accentuate much more because I'm going to do it more as if it was more evening for dinner or a party, out for night. Okay, I'm literally going to add a little trick, leave a gap in between the two. Okay, and that makes your eyes look bigger again, and I'm going to literally just finish underneath there. And that's why it was important, if you remember me saying, important to leave your shadow lower so you don't lose that shadow when you're keeping near to lash line. Okay, but keep a little gap there because that elongates our eyes, makes our eyes look much bigger. Yeah, and much more now for evening. Could have done that very much lighter if I'd have wanted to want for day, okay, or an eye pencil if you'd wanted it for day. But now you've got all your lovely colours and you've actually finished with an eyeliner. Okay, right, so that was that. That's easy. Okay, if you want to do extra mascara, fabulous. I tell you what Jane Iredale do is a mascara that you put on a layer, which I've purchased. It hasn't come yet, but I've tried the testers. Okay, so what it does is you put it on first, and then you, instead of it being the other way around, and the filaments that you'd normally have would be white ones, and you'd paint on on your lashes first and then do your mascara, so it built up the effect. What they do is actually, and again, you know, 40 minutes, the waterproof thing, is that they basically give you a really nice thick brush and you put that on first, and to build it, it actually goes on white and then dries, so it's clear. So you've built up really dramatic lashes with that. Brilliant products, okay? Different completely, okay, on a lot of ways there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, just for you ladies that, you know, don't understand about layering your concealer, you know, sometimes if we are dark, I mean, I don't happen to be that dark today, but if we are, then what you do next is literally finish your, you know, don't go over really where you've done your eyeshadow, but that inner corner, if you feel you just need a little extra oomph, then just put it in the corner there to just act with the highlighter that we've done, and that will then come down more under the under eye area. Okay, it's not taking away anything from what we've done, it's just giving that little bit more evenness, a little bit more brightness. Yeah, still see you've got your highlighter, see, still got your highlighter in the same place. It just gives you, you know, concealer pen, great things. You literally can put them here, round under the eyes, here to brighten that area as the light catches, down the sides of the nose, in the creases between on the cheeks side there, and also any blemishes you've got, should be doing it all for you. Okay, so you want a nice creamy texture, but you want something that's going to be able to be pat down, and if you want to layer, then you should be able to actually put some on, do your foundation if you want to, and then put another layer on over the top and not have it cakey and separate. Okay, that's a biggie. If it does separate after several hours, then get some jojoba oil, because jojoba oil is a natural produce, right, and it needs to be organic. Okay, if you put that on, what you'll find is it revives any kind of creamy texture and it makes it all blend in more again. So that's just a little tip. right? It's good to have just a little bottle of organic jojoba oil. Okay. All right, so again, now we're going to use the quad, just so you know, we still know I'm using it, and literally I'm keeping to the 3 tones, and I'm going to finish with the nice sort of champagne ivory there, but I'm keeping to the 3 tones first, and circular motions up the cheek area, round and up the cheek area, and into the hairline, okay? That's where your blushes or bronzers should go, okay? Nothing should be really OTT heavy. You can build to make more drama, you know, if you really want a specifically really dramatic evening effect, okay? But you have to be very careful with that because you don't want to look as if you've got stripes on your face, okay? So using, as I said, the 3 tones, not the lightest one. Yeah, circular motions up and into the temple area, hairline. Don't forget to do that. It's very, very important because you don't want to have any separation. One of the worst looks is actually when you get things that are actually separated. You see, that actually gives you that lovely cheekbone area, okay? You can do this if it actually makes you easier for you to see. Do that. And then you'll see. It's not the apple of the cheek, it's just under, okay? There you go. Right. Now, strobing wise, you can use the chocolate tone and just use the excess on your brush and take down to shade, basically, for contour. And that's what contouring is, it's shading down, okay? That's all it is, that's all it means. Shading down, so we're not as obvious on things. Okay, now if I didn't have an oval face, I'd be putting it up here, depending on your shape of face, but you can ask me that, okay? So, strobing and contouring, equally important now, okay? Okay, so you can actually see the excess away, and you shouldn't have any colour that's not the right colour of your skin, so that's why the actual dream tint, it's exactly matched perfectly to mine. It should blend away and look as if you're not actually wearing anything when we're actually having a little bit of help, aren't we? And more in that case because it's replenishing the skin and repairing it. So that's great. Okay, so that's what that quad has done. It's done our eyes and our cheeks already. Okay, so the highlight side, just going to use the lightest colour that I used on the brow bone, and I'm just going to pat. It should be above, see where that's highlighted level. Cross the apple, sweep across the apple and up, and then it wants to come around in a crescent, okay, to match where your brow bone has actually had the same effect, okay. Fantastic, okay. So now you can see that we're hitting the light, okay, we're hitting the light on the brow and we're hitting the light on the top of our cheek areas, okay. That's really important because when we smile, the light hits those areas. Simple as that, okay. And any contouring that we've done, we've taken down, shaded down. I've got a particularly much more pointed chin there, so what I do is actually contour down the chin area and over my nose to make things a little bit less obvious. Little tricks that we all sort of have to learn. Okay, so that's that bit done, and what I'm going to do to finish is just show you this gorgeous pen, right? It's just called highlighting pen, but as I said with the rest of the range, Jane Iredale, basically waterproof up to 40 minutes, okay? So you're going to get 40 minutes of things that normally you don't. Now you've got the pink tone on one side and you've got literally an off-white on the other side. So what you can do with these, you could use them for the top of the brow bone, you could use them inner eye, also can use them inner eyelid on the bottom, right, just to brighten. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to have a go with the pink tone here. Literally lovely, easy, creamy, soft pencils. And all that does is literally, what it does is it shouldn't look like a stripe across your eyelid there on that part. It should look like the whites of your eyes just all of a sudden look that bit whiter, okay? So right on the inner rim. Okay, and that's literally all you need to do, okay? So it literally does the same effect as all the strobing and highlighting, the highlighted area, but it does that for the inner eye. So your inner eye looks like the whites of your eyes are much brighter, okay, because light reflects up, you see. And that's why when we have light coming down on us, it's false light, we need to have the counteractivity of that, okay. That's done. Easy as that, okay. Now, the last bit, this is fascinating because this is basically going to last you all day lipstick, okay. So you get the colour one side and you actually get a lip glaze the same other side. Up to you if you either want to use the quad on the lighter colour, maybe the champagne colour, to actually use lip to make you have more pout if you want it to be a little bit more subtle, because you can do that with this powder. I'm actually going to show you today the glaze. I think you should see both sides, okay. Now you'll notice I'm not using a pencil for my lips, and that's because when you get something that's going to stay all day basically, then you don't need to, because it's not going to run. It's not going to actually start sort of separating and running over the line of the mouth. So where you put it is where it stays, and it's not drying. Okay, and just as an extra bonus, they have amazing organic fruit smells. This is kind of ginger that I can actually smell as I'm putting this on. Okay. So really pretty texture. You would think that would come off, wouldn't you? If you started to go out and everything, you would think, wow, it looks like a gloss, it'll come off. But it doesn't. It really doesn't, you know. This stays, so it doesn't actually feel really dry on your mouth. It doesn't feel irritating. You just need to give it a little bit of time to settle, and as soon as you've done that, apply your glaze, you know, if you want to, just to oomph up the colour, but you could because you've seen the shine. You've seen the finish on the eyes there. You've got all your bronze, your golds, your champagne, your pinky chocolate tones, okay, easy, okay, and all I needed was just that one quad for that's it, you know, fantastic. And I can actually feel that settling in and actually just giving my lips that nice sort of even feeling, and the smell is divine, seriously divine. So we're just going to oomph up just so I can show you that it does do that with the glaze. Okay, so we're going to dip into the glaze, and I'm going to just do it in the, I could do it all over the lips, but I'm choosing just basically to highlight underneath the Cupid's bow and the plumpest part of your bottom lip, so that when the light hits, you're getting that extra pout. And we know how many ladies love to do a pouty picture on phones, don't we? Me included. I'm guilty of it too. Okay, we all do it. Okay, so there you go. Jane Iredale. Fantastic. All natural. And this is the effect you get. This gorgeous blendability with everything organic. Everything that's actually replenishing the skin. A dual purpose moisturiser and base colour at the same time. How many companies could you say that about, seriously? And they're cruelty free completely. and that they're waterproof in any capacity whatsoever, let alone in any kind of rain or swimming. 40 minutes. So any children, don't worry about anything splashing at you, you're covered. And now I feel like I'm ready to go out. I feel really nicely done. Okay, so you can let me know what you think, and you can let me know if there's anything that you're interested in purchasing. I'm really happy to help with that, because you can't get this in the stores. Prices are just brilliant, okay? They're so affordable. This is what's insane, is that you can get all of that, which you know how keen, if you've seen any of my other vids, that I am on organic produce. But normally, I have not come across water resistant as well as organic, as well as cruelty free. To have all those things together, and things that act in more than one capacity, so that it limits the amount you have to take out if you're travelling or if you're out for the evening. You know, it limits anything that you're going to have to do. Okay, so bye friends, and much love. Okay, speak to you again. Okay, bye bye.